G'day guys, Chewie here and welcome back to some more coverage of Warlords of Draenor, where today we're going to talk about the Mage, more specifically what you can do in PvP with the Frost Mage. This is my last 100 that I have. Unfortunately I only have 4, but I want to get some more characters up to experience different roles in PvP, or classes I should say. But let's talk a little bit more, mind the tree, a little bit more about the Mage. So if you're looking to spec into the Mage, first thing you want to be thinking about is stat-wise, is you want to be stacking your Multistrike. Next from Multistrike, the next tier down ability obviously is Versatility and an Intellect, and then there are some subcategories which I'll add in the description. But mainly you really want to be stacking either your Multistrike or your Versatility as a preference. That's the way you should be really going for PvP. In terms of talents, the reason why I like the Frost Mage is obviously because of the debuffs that you get when you cast your Frost Bolts, but let's have a look at the actual talent tree as well before I talk about the abilities. The talent tree is pretty straightforward stuff. I prefer Blazing Speed for that boost of movement, so that way you can get away. You can sort of combine it with your teleport or your blink, so you can get a maximum burst away from an enemy, and obviously use some poles to your advantage when you get later on into arena. The next tier I like to go for is Ice Barrier. The reason why I like this is it's a great little shield and it stops people from interrupting your spellcasting. Really crucial when you're trying to get those polymorphs off. For the next tier, it really depends on who you're versing against in the arena. But in terms of battlegrounds, overall I like to go for Ring of Frost. I find it's very helpful. Next tier, hands down, it definitely is the Cold Snap. Having an ability to heal yourself for 22% of your life and refreshing your ability to freeze yourself is amazing, because Ice Block is the key here. Next tier is Ice Nova, and the reason for that is the burst capabilities with a double Ice Nova. That thing just whacks a serious punch on any opponent you use against. For the next tier, honestly, Mirror Image is the hands down winner. 40 seconds, there's 4 of you now, and you all get debuffs of the Frostbolt. You've got to go with it. For the next tier, I prefer the Comet Store because it's another one-click press, and it tailors off quite nicely when you're trying to do your Ice Nova combo. You double smash them with the Ice Nova, then you peel them down with the Comet Storm. That pretty much is it with the talents. We talked about stats. As for the glyphs, it really is up to you. I have some arena glyphs on now as well, but I'll do a separate video on arena with the Mage. Very similar playstyle, but a little bit different in terms of how it goes. But as for the actual glyphs themselves, I prefer the polymorph. That actually removes all dots, so that way they stay as the sheep or pig or whatever your polymorph is. For the next tier, I prefer the regenerative ice, because it's a way of not only keeping yourself immune for those crucial seconds that you freeze yourself, but also a way to regenerate your life. I prefer the glyph of water elemental. That is only for the sole reason for that when I have my elemental out, it's constantly casting. I prefer it that way. If you're really good with the Mage or you're doing arena, this may not be as helpful. You may want to go for something like Deep Freeze, which basically puts your Deep Freeze off the global cooldown. Sorry, the global cooldown timer, which is basically a bit of a benefit if you want to get that last spam out. As for the actual quick rotation, guys, really what it's all about is when you get the opportunity, the biggest burst you could probably do is opening up with both of these, a double Ice Nova, a Comet Storm, a throw in an orb, and then start Frostbolting. Obviously when procs go off, start hitting as much as you can, and that is our burst. It might not seem much more, we're hitting about 16k with our images as well. Mind you, I didn't even have any buffs on, so that's just me without any buffs or assistance. That's just a quick burst without any assistance from the buffs. So you can see how that boost there was quite significant. If you're pumping that out of the character and you're not targeted or you're in arena, that's a significant burst to keep up on an opponent. An easy way to get them down. Now obviously after you've done that quick burst rotation, after that you've got to be a little bit tactical, use your teleports, your burst of speeds, start freezing yourself, and really it's all about controlling those movements and letting your timers come up, and look, we've got another burst almost ready to go. And honestly guys, that's what it's all about with the Mage. It's those quick hard bursts that make it a really durable and fun class to play. Enough to talk about with a quick chat with the stats, talents and the glyphs. Let's jump into a quick battleground so I can give you a demonstration of how this guy goes for your journey when you start grinding up your base gear, getting ready for the arena in Season 1. Let's check it out. Alright guys, welcome to the battleground. What we're doing now is the Temple of Kot Mogu. I can't say that word properly. Basically what it is, Mr. Pandoria battleground. You've basically got to collect one of these power rods. By doing so, obviously you can't invis and do certain abilities such as Ice Block, but you basically start generating resources or victory points for your team. Where you want to go to from that point there is as close as you can to the center, because in the center you'll maximize the points if you haven't done this battleground before. So I think I'm just going to, like, you know, depending on how we play, I haven't had much luck in this battleground, and I'm quite a squishy mage with a serious amount of damage coming their way. So I might just go for an orb, and then after that spend my time killing as many as I can. But really, what I wanted to do was spend the time in this battleground and hopefully win it, but more importantly, show you how you can burst with the mage. Now obviously, if you want to be getting up to arena this season, a key thing that you could be doing is a lot of battlegrounds, because by doing so, if you do win, you do get the strong box, and by doing so, getting the strong box, you have a potential opportunity of getting higher tier gear, such as 600 or 620. Hopefully more around the 620. It can also randomly drop your... Ah, God, he got it off me. That's fine, you can have it, Melly. There is an opportunity that can drop 626 gear as well. Only a slight possibility, so let's try the burst on this guy here. And unfortunately, the priest did pop his cooldown, which allows him to basically go immune. So my burst did not go as planned in that video. Sorry, in that battle with that video. Listen to me. So we'll just sit back and start casting some bolts and waiting for that burst to recharge. There we go. There's the heal. I'm going to use the trinket proc because I don't like going for a single hit with the Ice Nova. Just going to hop on behind him, do a couple counter spells, jump in front, just really confuse the Warlock there. You can see the way I moved around him, he actually turned around to see if I was... Nope, definitely wasn't over there, pal. I'm going to go for that shield, so we're not going to be interrupted. I quite clearly see that we're getting hit. So I'm going to pop back a sec, because we're actually taking... they're really going for us quite hard. And they're completely leaving the guy with the orb alone, which is great to see. So from this, we're going to do our burst of speed, because our cooldown will still be on that ability. We're going to throw in towards these pallies a quick burst, quick Ice Nova, try to do a quick silence. Got hit again there, unfortunately. Going to go in with a quick freeze. Oh, double still. There's a burster. We missed that one, but that's fine. And basically, you just want to be smashing that burst ability as much as you can. And this thing is just bothering me. Where is he? I'm just going to steal the spell off that guy if I can. I'm going to get the hell out of there, guys, because we're critically low. I'm going to go for a couple more spells here. Now, we're probably going to die soon. We've had a pretty good run. So we're just going to... Whoop. Our druid has been left alone there for some time. We've lost that orb of power, so let's go find it. No, it must be in one of the corners, so let's go grab that. So unfortunately I've had two failed attempts at throwing down my burst capabilities, but if I can slow down this druid, which I will, and I realise by grabbing this orb of power we're just setting ourselves up for death. That's okay, a couple of Ice Lances and this guy should be dead anyway. And we killed him, so that's fine. And I'm going to try save the Ice Novas, because that previous fight I expelled them quite fast. Go for a quick shield. Is there a priest in the house? Would be nice. No, we just got filled. I'm going to trinket proc. Where's that? Aha, here we go. So we've got a double burst now. I'm going to go for the teleport. And it was a bit hard, guys. I really jumped out of the way of that, but and you want to keep mobile, because I trusted the spell to silence that pally. I realised by jumping and doing those Ice Lances, I'm not actually benefiting myself by getting any damage off on it, but you know, it's still damage nonetheless, and we're still getting some hits on them. And we've got, I'm going to hide behind this point here. We've got our orb to throw in, a quick Ice Nova, a Comet Storm, a couple Ice Lances. Oh, got to get that guy. Oh no, I hit the type, Oh my god. Okay, so I'm going to teleport behind here. Not a good spot for our teleport to be activated. Got a nice quick Cone of the Cold. There's nothing in front. We're running hard. And we should be dying soon, guys. Because as this orb grows, unfortunately, the damage output we do whilst holding it increases, but also the inflow of damage increases as well. So not too bad there. We held the orb for quite some time. What I'm going to do for this next face roll, if I can, is really save up 2 charges of those Ice Novas. So, as tempting as it is, you know what, bugger him. And that was too tempting. I could not do that ability. So we've got Yeah, okay, so we need to... Wow, did he just miss that asphyxiate? Wow, guys. I'd be quite mad if I was that guy there right now. So we don't have a double, but, you know, I'm going to do it anyway. It's pretty much a double. We've got our burst of speed coming up very shortly. Oh, we got froze. That's okay, let's renew. And the reason why I refreshed my ice block was not because obviously we can't use it, but it's because of that life regeneration. We died there too quickly, guys. Oh, the mage taking the globe. Not the best idea. Not the best idea, but that's fine. I mean, you guys, you know, in the BGs, we are the mage class. You know, we're a high target for melee. You're gonna die. It's gonna happen. It's an arena where it's a little bit more crucial in getting those accurate bursts going. So I think the druid is a very good target here. Probably not the strongest burst I can do, but a little bit of the damage can come from me. Yeah, let's go chase that druid. Ooh, some opportunities here to siphon some kills. At least slow this paladin down. Now obviously he can bubble, and I'm expecting him to cast it very shortly. So we're going to swap targets to this DK. And there is a healer around here somewhere. There it is. So druid healer, we're just going to turn him into a little piggy for a little while. Because there's nothing that healer can do whilst being a pig. So we're going to try some of our combos there. And you just saw some of that burst hooking in there. Where's that druid? So can I pull him off him? I didn't think I could while he's in that form. So what we really need to be doing is, the second this druid comes out of that form, he is my little pig. I'm just going to sit here and spam some abilities on the lock. I know it's not the best thing to be doing, but... Oh, there's a rogue coming in for a sneaky play. We're going to just use our little coin on that bad boy. I'm going to boost away, because obviously this guy wants a piece of me. Try a quick burst down in there, because they're in a group. Quick ice storm. Perfect little orb. And now hopefully we'll get some procs off. Oh, there he is there. There's a big opportunity if I saw one, guys. And then we're just going to ice block, which will give us some time to regenerate. Unfortunately, with the way this is, we can't back teleport, so we're going to forward teleport and run around the obstacle. And the reason why we're running around that obstacle really is to... Did I get it off? No, I didn't. Okay, that's fine. We got him anyway. Yeah, you can't pretty much handle much of that damage. Let's see if we can... Oh, God. They're just picking on us in this matchup, aren't they? Like I said, we are the mage. We are Squish. Let's be a little bit sneaky on this guy. Quick Ice Nova. And I know it doesn't look like much, but in the... I can't really look at that bottom right-hand corner just now. I'm going to silence this Pally because I don't want him casting any abilities. Come on. Woo! And again, I realise that, you know, I just really do the Lances as a filler. Because you gotta keep Nova. Ooh, you want to get this guy dropping those points. Quick Ice Nova. Boom! Should be able to get that DK. We should be able to get him. We got him. Now to the warrior. Yeah. They're over. We should be able to nail this guy really fast. We're actually going to win the match very shortly. That's okay. Let's see. And there we go. So let me just change it around to the damage because we're hoping to get up there. And we did. We had 2 orb positions. We've got 123 honor, which is not too bad. And look, 6 killing blows, 38 honorable kills. But the main thing is, you saw the burst. You saw how flexible and, you know, how annoying we can be on that battleground with the freeze, the teleports, and the burst of speed. It is a fun class to play, and it is really great in BGs. And I think you have even more fun when you take this class into Arena. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.